Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Today, smoking my Missouri Meerschaum Rob Roy. This is the Emerald, has the green forever stem on it that comes with them. I love this. I absolutely love this pipe. I love this stem. The Rob Roy is my favorite shape of Missouri Meerschaum's. Pipe Ninja, Cliff Higgins, got me hooked on this shape years ago. He sent me a couple of the Rob Roys and I just fell in love with them. And in it today, I am smoking some Warhorse green plug. I opened this in February of 2021. So this is like cracker dry. But as I've said before, you put that in your pipe, then you blow through your pipe a couple times. Rehydrates it very nicely. This tobacco, when I open it, smells like Play-Doh to me. That's the smell I get when I open this tobacco up, is Play-Doh. It stumped me for the longest time what the smell was on this stuff. It's Play-Doh. That's what it smells like to me. The taste is a whole other thing. There's a lot happening in this tobacco, in a good way. It's been a long time since I've smoked this. I've gone through about half that tin, and I don't know why I let it sit for so long. It was in with all my small jars, which is probably why I hadn't smoked it. And I wish I had put it in a jar and kept it a little fresher. I need to order some more of this. I need to order the red and the green. It's got a little bit of that condor thing happening, but nowhere's near the pungency of condor, or St. Bruno for that matter. It has a little bit of that going on, but not as much. There is some some floral notes to this. but not like you would find in a Lakeland. It's hard to describe this tobacco. Oh, I'm almost out of fluid on that one. Need to redo that one. This one has a it reminds me, the retrohale reminds me of the smell of a doctor's office that I used to go into. And I don't know if it was a potpourri they had in there or what. There's a familiar scent in this that takes me to this one doctor that I used to go to years ago. And his office always smelled so good when you walked into it, like he had this potpourri stuff going or something. And that's what I'm reminded of with the retrohale on this. There's also, I get the smell of stuff baking in the oven, like cupcakes or something, baking in the oven. Like white or yellow cupcakes baking in the oven. That smell that you get through the house. It's incredibly pleasant. It really is, to me. It's a tasty tobacco. Definitely an aromatic. I think this is supposed to be like the American Condor. But it's nowhere near Condor. So take that for what it's worth. If you've never had Condor, which is one of my favorite tobaccos in the whole world, I wish we could get it here in the United States. Condor is like a codger blend in the UK. You know, you get it in the little pouches. I would smoke Condor. If I could get Condor, I'd smoke that stuff every day. If I could get it here in the States, and it wasn't, $50 a pouch. And There's places where you can order it, but between the pouch and the shipping, it's like $50 a pouch to get it. And I wouldn't pay that for Black Irish Twist. So but the pouch was, I think, from this place I saw, and this was several years ago when I was looking for it. It was like 18, 19 bucks for the pouch, and then $27 to have it shipped. And I was like, I love Condor, but and that was for a .25 ounce packet or pouch, whatever they. There's a .5, I forget how they label it. There's a .50 and a .25, and the .25 was like 18 bucks. And it was like 36 bucks for the larger pouch plus the $27 shipping. It just wasn't worth it. And but this is supposed to be like the American Condor. And it's made of dark-fired Kentucky, dark air-cured and matured red Virginias. It's manufactured and licensed from Standard Tobacco Company, which is what this tin is from. That possibly has changed, I don't know. In Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. This is a 1.75 ounce tin. And it comes in a plug. Nice plug. Now I'm getting like a like the smell of a hard candy, like a it just smells so good. It really does smell good. I got to get a new fresh tin of this and rehydrate this one. And I got to smoke this up. It's good stuff. So today was a wild and crazy day. Jenny had the day off. So I had a full day of stuff I had to do today. one of the things we did was, if you'll notice, the back here, the sling blade is missing from right there. I took that and my clippers, my Fiskars clippers, and about 5 or 6 of my kitchen knives down to Jameson Sharpening, which is a local place here in Roanoke. And I take all my stuff there to get sharpened, and they do an excellent job. Next thing I'll be taking is this axe, but I didn't want to take it this time because we had so much stuff we were taking. Super sweet folks. I think they might be Amish or something. Just wonderful, good, down-to-earth people. And they have some cool old tractors there. In there, they have like an open barn where they park all their tractors and stuff like that. And they've got some really neat old ones. I would love to take some video of this one tractor they have there. It looks like it gets use, and it's a small little tractor. I'd love to have one just like it, to tell you the truth. So I pick up my stuff in a week. So when I go in there, I'll ask the guy if he minds if I take a video of that tractor so I can show it to you guys, because it's a cool little tractor. I can't think of the name of it. I want to say Ingersoll Rand, but I'm not sure that's what that is. But it's a cool little tractor, man. And I love tractors, man. Especially old ones. And I'd love to see that one out running and being used in the field and get video of that. It would be just awesome. And it's a farm where they live. They do farmland stuff, and they have their own, they do their own vegetables, and they have a little store. And Denny was wearing a shirt from Melvin's food to farm to food, or something like that. Farm to food, I think it was called, or something like that. And he said they're my first cousins, which we didn't know. And we had gone up there and bought some meat and stuff from them, and we'd bought meat from these guys as well, and vegetables and other things. But the original house they lived in is a little tiny log cabin that the family lived in. And they've added on to that log cabin. That log cabin is still there. It's been restored and taken care of, and it's part of the house now. And That was the original Jameson residence in Roanoke. And but they've got a sharpening service, and they've got the little store, and they raise some crops there, different vegetables and flowers and lots of things on this farm. It's a neat place, and they do great work. Everybody brings stuff in town to that place for their sharpening. And as we were leaving, this elderly couple was coming in with their knife block with all their knives to get all their knives sharpened up, and so I was taking in my Victorinox, a couple of my Victorinox knives, and I have one really high-end knife, and I have a Wusthof knife that my wife loves. It's kind of a squarish knife. It's a Japanese knife, and we love that knife. We use it for everything. And but I think it's made for cutting vegetables and stuff like that. But I've used it to slice meat and everything else. And I took in a a chef's knife that I had, and then a big butcher knife that I've got that I use for cutting up big chunks of beef and stuff like that when I'm barbecuing. So I took all those in to get them resharpened up, and I can't stand a dull knife in the kitchen. Yeah, it just drives me nuts. And our knives were getting really dull. And I'd sharpened a couple of them up just using the bottom of a coffee cup. If you take a coffee cup that's made of china, you can sharpen the blade on the bottom of them as long as it's not been glazed. As long as it's unglazed, you can take your knife and sharpen it on the bottom of a coffee cup, and it'll do a great job sharpening it. Mostly truing up the blade. I need to get a honing stick. They call them, I forget what they call them, honing steel. And I have a honing steel, but it's a serrated. It's got a rough steel, and so it doesn't really true up the blade really well. So I need to get a smooth one for just bringing back the edge on my knives. But when they get kind of dull and you can feel the edge has rolled over a little bit, coffee cups work really well. Or you can use the top edge of a window. Your window on your car works really well for a quick tuning up of a knife, especially if you're out in the field somewhere. And so I've done that many times when I've been out and camping or something, and my knife was getting dull, and I would just go out to the car and roll the window down a little bit and just run it along the edge of the top edge of the window where it's kind of got that rough edge on the top, and that'll just sharpen up a blade really nice. when you need a quick tune-up on a blade. It's really good for like pocket knives and stuff like that. But anyway, then we had a bunch of other things we had to do today, and I was a little bummed because Knight Rider was in town here, and he'd wanted to meet up at my lawn, and I just didn't have the time to do it. So it was Denny's day off, and I got to spend the day with Denny when it's her day off, and I want to spend the day with Denny when it's her day off. And I just had a ton of stuff to get done today. So I missed out on meeting up with Night Piper from the Nashville Mafia. I just couldn't get it done. And then we had that eclipse. Which we couldn't see at all because it was so overcast here. But it got a little bit dark, not dark, but it looked like it was about 6 o'clock at night. Sadie got some pretty cool pictures from where she works. She got some, it was overcast there too, but she was able to actually get some pictures of the eclipse from where she worked. And then it rained a little bit today, which threw a kibosh into some of the things I wanted to get done around the house. So we wound up just not messing with the stuff around the house at all, and just did our thing we wanted to do, Denny wanted to do. And it's supposed to rain the next 3 days, so looks like I won't be doing any yard work for the next 3 days. So that'll give my back some time to heal up. Anyway, so that's what happened today. So, bummed that I didn't get to meet up with Night Piper. John, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't get to meet up with you today. I apologize for that. I just had stuff I had to get done, and it was my wife's day off, and when she's off, I like to spend my day with her. So anyway, I will catch y'all later. Have a good one. God bless. and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.